Hey there, got a review for you guys. We're going to be looking at this knife right here. This is the Camillus Blaze. And even though this knife has been discontinued, I'm making this review because you can still find it relatively easily. Online websites, online stores, and eBay have them still. Some quick specs. The knife is 3.75 inches closed, 3 inches blade, Aus-8 steel, FRN handles, dual thumb studs, flipper, and a robo assist mechanism. I've seen a couple of reviews of this knife, and they're pretty much all negative. Mainly the two big guys, Nothing Fancy and Cutlery Lover, gave this knife a negative review, basically. I actually think it's a good knife for the price. You should be able to find these online for about $30. Once you're getting into the $40 range, I don't think this knife is worth it. But at $30, I think it's a pretty good buy. I'm just looking on eBay right now, and I see a couple at actually about $25, and I think it's a great knife at that price. The knife is just a great EDC. 3 inches long, which I think is the optimal length for an EDC blade. 3 inches gives you enough that you can do a lot of tasks, and but it's not too long. It's not unwieldy. It just cuts very well. The blade here is Aus-8. You got that really nice clip point. And Camillus makes a really nice blade shape on this knife. I think it's really good looking. This is a Daryl Ralph design. Daryl Ralph is one of the more famous custom knife makers. He makes a lot of knives for celebrities too. But this blade that he designed is very nice clip point, very nice belly, very nice little swedge here, very aesthetically appealing, along with being very useful. The grind is very nice and steep, so you're getting through a very thin edge, and that's what I'm really impressed about this knife with. It's very, very sharp, even though it's this is a second-hand resharpening. I mean, they made this knife so it had a thin enough edge that easy to sharpen, and it's a great slicer too. So the blade's all good. Very nice satin finish here. It's been scuffed up on mine because this is a user, but good. The action is assisted. You can open it with the dual thumb studs, and unlike a lot of thumb stud knives, this one actually works pretty well because even though it's close to the handle and it's kind of hard to deploy, all you have to do is push out and the assisted mechanism takes over. For example, if this was a manual knife and you were deploying it like that, that'd be pretty hard because of the awkward placement of the thumb stud, but it actually doesn't really make a difference with the assisted opening because it just comes out. So that's good. The flipper is very easy to use. You can just pull back on it and it comes out really easily. The assisted mechanism is really nice. It's powerful, and I've been playing with this knife a lot, and it hasn't seemed to lose any tension or strength. It's just come out as fast as the day I got it. This is the robo power mechanism. What I like about this one is that it's very smooth and very easy to disengage. I used to have a Camillus Heat, actually, the bigger version. I think it's 3.5 inch blade or so. But the problem with that knife is that it was really ratchety. I mean, the assist was weak, and it just felt weak, and it just didn't seem very well made. In comparison, this one's much better. This one's, maybe I just got a better example. The old one I had was also in 440C. I'm not sure why, but this one comes out very quickly, locks up very well, and is very nice and smooth. Lockup is great. That liner lock, no vertical play at all. A little bit left and right, but I have never ever had a problem with that. If you have a huge problem with that, I guess you could tighten it down, slow up the deployment just a little bit, but it comes out very fast and it cuts great. The liner lock is sort of the bent over type joint. You see these on cold steel knives. it makes it a lot more easier to access and to fold. As compared to a normal liner, it's much thicker in its presentation, so it's much more comfortable. The handle ergonomics are pretty good. You got sort of an M shape here, and basically in each of these you can put 2 fingers pretty easily, actually. Not the most comfortable knife, but it's definitely comfortable enough. Put your thumb here on this ramp or up here behind the blade. Both are very comfortable grips. The jimping here is plastic. There's no actual metal jimping. If you can see, if you can see right here, it's just plastic jimping. But it works well. It's not like super grippy, but you know, I don't really care, honestly. I've never been too huge of a fan of jimping. It's not gonna provide you with a super good grip, but it's there. You got some on the back too. Helps a little bit with the grip. No pillars. It's actually just a backspacer here, a piece of plastic. This is a little complaint I had, the fit and finish issue. It's just like the seam is so big between the backspacer and the side. I'm not sure if that's, you know, intentional or whatever. The clip is this kind of strange design. I've never really seen this. So already got circle around the pivot here, and you got the clip coming down here. It carries okay. It's not great. It's pretty low, high. You still see this much of the knife, a little less. You still see this much of the knife when you, you know, up here when you put it in your pocket. So it's not the most concealable knife. The FRN texture here is pretty interesting. You got sort of diamond cutouts, and it adds a little bit to grip, but you know, honestly, it's more of an aesthetic feature. It's better than nothing, but you know, it's there for looks, not for to help your grip. I really think this is a really nice looking knife. Daryl Ralph just makes some really cool designs, and this is one of them. If you can get this one, the Blaze, I think it's perfect for EDC carry. If you're looking for something bigger, look at the Big Brother, the Heat. And if you want actually a smaller one, I don't know if you can still find these, but the Camillus Sizzle has a 2.5-inch blade, something around this long. It's a pretty nice small EDC, perhaps backup blade. This knife is actually pretty thick. I never mentioned that yet. It's thicker than my Sebenza. But that just makes it more of a hand filler when you're using it. So I can't really complain about that. But it's a little more chunky than your average knife. That's my review of the Camillus Blaze. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you like, you know, this design and you like assisted opening, this is a great knife for 25 bucks. This is just great. The Osate steel, just, you know, good quality all around. If you had to pay about 40 bucks, you know, that's too much. At 40 bucks, I would pick up a Tenacious at about 35, or a Persistence. But if you have to go assisted, I think this is actually one of the best you can find in the price range. And I do recommend this knife. It's a great addition to the collection, and I think you'll enjoy it. If you don't, you can probably easily just sell this. Anyway, that's my review of the Camillus Blaze. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Oh, quick size comparison, actually. Here it is next to a, what's a common knife that you'll see? Maybe the Paramilitary. That's a pretty common knife. Here it is next to the Paramilitary. And here it is next to a small Sebenza 21. Anyways, that's my review of the Camillus Blaze. Hope you guys enjoyed it. See you guys later. Peace.